Question number 5. For each of the following number, find the smallest whole number by which it should be multiplied so as to get the perfect square number. That means just like previous example, આગળના દાખલાની જેમ પ્રાઇમ ફેક્ટર પ્રમાણે જે નંબર કરી અને એ ડિવાઈડ કરતા જવાના અને finally જો પેર ન થાય, whatever the number missing, that is the number, if you multiply it will become the perfect square. એટલે perfect square that's the rule, that for perfect square you are, when you factor them, all the factors it be prime numbers and they are in the pairs. So that's the rules you have to remember. So when you're making pair, if it is missing, you multiply by that number, you will get the perfect square. So that's the question part 1. And I also find the square root of the square numbers so obtained. Once you find the perfect square, you have to find, once you find the missing number, prime number, then you can calculate the perfect square. So we will try here also. Out of these sub 6 questions, just only 2. We will do the 5 3 and 5 6. So these two uh, uh, sub questions we will do. So just like previous example, we have to just do 1008. We have to do the factors until you get the number 1 at, and or when you divide, you only use the prime number. So you can divide by 2, it becomes 504. If you divide by 2 again, it becomes 200, 252. 252. You can divide by 2 again, it becomes 126. If you divide by 2 again, it becomes 63. Now you cannot divide by 2, so another factor you can divide by 3 now. So 21, again you can divide by 3, 7, and if you divide by 7, now it becomes 1. So but when you make a pair, this is 2 2, this is 2 2, this is 3 3, and 7 is not in pair. So to make this perfect square, you have to multiply by number 7, whatever the missing. So if you write this number, now you can write like a 2 raised to 2, one pair, 2 raised to 2, another pair, 3 raised to 2, another pair, and 7 is missing. So that's what we find. So to make a perfect square, we can make a square like that. So and find the square root of the square number. This becomes perfect square, but we have to find the square root. So we take just only one number out of this square. So 2 2 3 times 7. So this 2 times 4, 12, 4 3 12 17 84. 84. So 84 is the number, becomes square root of the perfect square. But to make a perfect square, still you have to multiply this number with 7. So these are 2 answers. The first part is the which number you should multiply to make a perfect square, okay, 7. And if you want to find the square root of that one, that's 84. So this is the sub question number 3. Same way we can do the sub question number 6, 768. So if you do 768, and if you just do the factors with prime number, 768 you can divide by 2, it becomes 384, divide by 2 again, it becomes 192, divide by 2 again, it becomes 96, divide 2 again, it becomes 48, divide by 2 again, it becomes 24, divide by 2 again, 12, divide by 2 again, 6, divide by 2 again, 3, and divide by 3 factor becomes 1. But this 3 is missing. So now let's see the how many pair. 1, 2, 3, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. I think this is the 4 pairs, and then 3, 1 is missing. So this is, if you multiply with number these 3, it will become perfect square. And to find the square root, you have to make it this like 2 raised to 2, 1 pair, 2 raised to 2, second pair, 2 raised to 2, third pair, and I think there are 4 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 pairs. So 2 raised to 2, 4, and then 3 is missing. So we have to make that pair 3. And to make a square root, now we have to take just only one number out of this square. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. See, this is little bit, if you don't do properly, you may miss some numbers here. So be careful that it's 4 times 2, 2, and then 3. So it becomes 4, 2, 4, 2, 8, 2, 16, 2, uh, uh, 4, 48. Yeah, it will become 48. So 48 is the square root of, if you just do whatever the number given, you multiply missing the number, that prime number, that the missing from the making a pair. So that's number 3. So there's two answers. Number 3 is the multiplier. Number 40 is the square root. That they were asking these two questions.